Good afternoon, everybody. We are back today on what is probably still my favourite type of gig work, Morrison's deliveries for Amazon Flex. And today we've got ourselves back-to-back blocks. This doesn't happen much. Used to have these back-to-backs pretty much every day I went out to work. I think the blocks are just much more in demand now from other drivers. Sorry about my voice, by the way. I'm just about getting over the nastiest cold slash flu slash COVID, I don't know what it was, that I have probably ever had. Like, it absolutely wiped me out for like a solid week, and the first few days I couldn't even get out of bed. I was just literally sleeping all day, at least when I didn't have my daughter to look after. But the worst of it's gone. I am getting better every day, but my voice is still just a little bit It's a nice sunny mid-September day, and I'm quite happy to have the double Morrison's blocks, and I thought I'd bring you with me today. I know it's been a while since I put a video up, my bad. It's just yeah, life is busy right now, man. Girlfriend's gone back to work, and my schedule is just a lot more tightly packed, and the time to kind of plan a video, go out, film it, have the time to edit it, yeah, it's difficult to come by, but I will make all the videos I can. Yeah, my daughter's obviously just started a couple of days a week at nursery, and then some days in the mornings I have her when my girlfriend's at work, and yeah, it's tough, man. Just finding the time to do stuff when you're a dad. You got to be very, very smart about finding windows of time to get things done. Yeah, I thought today would be a nice one, especially with this first route. So I've already got the bags. We've only got 10 bags for this first block, and they're only going over 2 drops. The drops themselves aren't too far apart, but getting to the first drop, like I said, we've got about a 20-minute drive left. I've been driving for about 5 or 6 minutes. This first one is in a little village called Netherstowe. The one after that is somewhere called Cannington. Oh, I thought these guys were parked then. I thought, what the hell's going on here? So we're heading out of Taunton, up the back roads, which is the quickest way to Netherstowe. Could also go the M5 through Bridgewater, but it's a bit of a waste of time, and quite frankly, not as fun. Most of the time, Morrison's blocks are pretty easy. Compared to logistics, you obviously do a lot more driving and less stopping. A Morrison's block typically comprises of 2, 3, 4, 5 drops max. But yeah, I like these Morrison's blocks. I like driving more than I like kind of stopping and getting out the car all the time, even if it means doing a bit of extra distance. That's just my preference for gig work. I prefer doing longer distances with less stopping. So yeah, it's nice to have 2 back-to-back Morrisons to get through the afternoon, because I did some food delivery this morning. I started about 9 o'clock, and my God, has it gone back to being terrible. My last video I did food delivery, it wasn't so bad. We did a Friday all day long, and I thought hopefully that's a sign of things picking up. But no, it turns out the summer holidays were actually pretty damn good compared to what we've got now. I think I did £24 between 9 and 1, which before expenses is about £6 an hour. So especially on days where every food delivery driver in Taunton seems to go out and work. I did one pickup in the morning from McDonald's, and there were honestly like 7 or 8 guys on bikes just outside McDonald's waiting for stuff, and it's like, oh, can't carry on like this. It's not sustainable. Anyway, yeah, just a nice chill video today. I don't expect anything crazy to happen. Just thought I'd bring you with me on hopefully a couple of fairly interesting routes, at least in terms of the driving. Should we put some tunes on and enjoy this drive up to Netherstowe? Alright, first one done, and onto our second and final drop now in Cannington. Now, the only negative of this route is that Cannington it's about as far away from Taunton Morrison's as you can end up on these blocks. It's not a good place to pull over, is it? So the drive back is going to be probably about half an hour, but like I said, I don't mind too much. yeah, one of those blocks with a fairly light workload, but higher on the mileage. Which, like I said, ultimately I do prefer. Some people think that's weird because ultimately in this line of work, generally speaking, you want to do as few miles as possible, maximise your profit. But I don't know, I've said it before, but I think sometimes your enjoyment of your blocks and your shifts and stuff is just as important as maximising every penny of profit. Let me know in the comments, if you do Amazon Flex, do you prefer longer distance Morrison's drives with less drops, but you end up doing a bit more mileage? Or do you prefer more drops within a lower mileage drive? Let me know. I'll be interested in people's opinions, because I want to know if there are more people out there like me. Like sometimes I quite like just a cruise, even though it's costing me a few more quid in petrol to do the route and get back. I don't know, I just think I'm lazy. 4 minutes to go now, a couple of miles to our final customer of this block. So it looks like we're going to be arriving at 2:34. So we'll be finished about just over 20 minutes early. This block finishes at 3. So yeah, good block in terms of how long it's taken me to finish. Really not that long at all, but there will be a bit of a drive back. So I'll be getting back into Taunton probably like 3:10, and then my next block starts at 4:45. So there isn't really much point me logging on to food delivery or anything in that gap. So I'll probably just take a break, go and grab some lunch or something. I haven't eaten anything yet, so that's what we'll do after this block, and we'll see where the second one takes us. I remember delivering here. It's like a cottage within some stables. Delivered here on my last Morrison's block. Alrighty, that's that block done. Hopefully the second one is just as easy, just as enjoyable. So yeah, 27-minute drive, 10 miles now back to Morrison's. So I'll go park up, run in, grab some lunch, and then should be right about time to check in and start the second block. Might be a little bit early, but you can check in up to 15 minutes early. So yeah, if we're ready, we'll just we'll go ahead and get checked in as soon as we are. Try and finish the second block a little bit sooner. See what kind of profit we can look at for this what is so far a nice little afternoon of pretty straightforward delivery work. Back at Morrison's then, had some lunch, cheese and tomato baguette. It's all they had left, so didn't really have much choice, but it was nice. Just gone 20 to 4, so 5 minutes early still technically for the start of the block, but we'll go ahead, check ourselves in and see where we're going. Got our route pretty quickly this time. 4 drops, 19 bags, so a little bit more work than the first drop, but distance wise, probably going to be less total distance than the first one, so kind of makes up for it. Right, I'm going to go grab the bags, load them up, and we'll hit the road. Right then, bags all loaded up, some more in the boot, including a French stick baguette, just on its own. I don't think I've ever delivered that with Amazon Flex. We are going to one drop in Taunton now before heading north and delivering the last 3 in and around Bridgewater and kind of Chedzoy area. Distance should be pretty low, or at least lower than the first block, which is, yeah, I mean, a positive, and I do think we'll get this one done in good time, so we don't need to go too far as long as traffic plays ball and everything. But yeah, God, it's not until I decided to film a video that I realised my voice still really isn't quite there. So sorry if I'm a bit quiet or if I sound a bit under the weather. I'll be back to my normal self very, very soon. I genuinely thought today was like the first day where I was like fully recovered, and I thought, yeah, let's make today the filming day. So I've been eager over the last week or so to film something. But yeah, still not quite there, but it's all good. So it's now 4 o'clock. We started, well, we checked in at 41 minutes past 3, so 20 minutes ago exactly. Only needed to do one trip in for the bags. I just about got those 19 on one trolley, and we're going right up here so we can come past this queue. So yeah, the only thing that might slow us down now is the kind of rush hour traffic, and it's Friday as well. I find 4 o'clock on a Friday is pretty much when it's at its worst. People finishing work a little bit early on a Friday, so traffic tends to wind up but then wind down earlier. This is taking me back though. doing these 2 Morrison's blocks back to back. Did quite a few of these when my channel was brand new. Most of my content revolved around these blocks. Yeah, it's nice to be doing it again. I don't know how long it's going to be until it happens again, because like I said, there's just a huge number of other drivers now doing these blocks. And the other thing as well is the 2-hour block isn't like the standard anymore. You only get the 2-hour blocks now when they have like overflow. Most of the time now it's hour and a half and hour and a half for the second one as well. And despite the pay going up for them a few months ago, that does mean half an hour less of potential Morrison's blocks each day. So these two will make me £57, and it used to be that the 1.5 hour and then the 2 hour would make £61.50 altogether. If you're lucky enough to get that now, and you do get a 2 hour after a 1.5, if they've got lots of orders on or something, that now pays, I think, £66.50. On the rare occasion that I do get that 1.5 and then a cheeky 2 hour, I'm lucky enough for it to pop up. It's really quite nice. It's a good amount of money to earn in a pretty short amount of time. All right, just around the corner now from first drop off 4. Let's go get this one done. This is the one with the baguette. You know what I mean? Just looks weird. You all right? Just there for you there, Morrison's. Thanks a lot. All right, one down, 3 to go. All right then, looks like this journey now to customer number 2 is going to be our longest drive of the block. 15 minutes away, and we're going up our best friend, the M5 northbound. Yeah, the M5, my God, during the summer holidays, just like every Friday and Monday, when it was like peak travel time for people going away and coming back home, just gridlock. Total car park, the whole motorway, especially like this section where I am, between like Bristol and Exeter. For some reason this stretch gets so clogged up, and there are so many accidents on that stretch as well. Anyone who lives around here will know what I mean. It's like every few days there's like, it's closed because of some crash, and I've never figured out why. It's not a difficult stretch of motorway, there's nothing unique about it, it just seems to be a magnet for crashes. All right, thank you very much. Bye bye. With that one done, we've got 2 left, and we're just heading there now. 15 minutes to go, only 3.5 miles. I'd imagine the reason it's taken so long to cover that distance is just because of traffic. Bridgewater does have a pretty hectic rush hour, so yeah, so far, again, a pretty smooth second block. Pretty boring, to be honest. I was hoping for a little bit of a miracle today, that we'd get a nice, interesting route that takes us somewhere new, but they only ever seem to happen when I don't have my GoPro and I'm not filming. That's when I get the interesting routes. I delivered one probably a couple of months ago now, but delivered a Morrison's order to just a really remote camping park that had like a massive play area for kids and stuff. It looked sick, like it looked so much fun, even from what I could just see from like the car park and the reception where I dropped the order off. It's not even too far from here, but it was like down these lanes to like a dead end, and then there's just this massive like park they've built. So I'm never going to pass it unless I get an order to deliver to them again. I think I just need to start filming every single bloody shift I do. Yeah, like I said, guys, sorry if this video is a little bit dull. Let me know your thoughts. Do you feel like I should try and make sure that what I upload is particularly interesting or has something unique about it? Or do you just like seeing me go out for delivery blocks and for shifts on food delivery, that sort of thing, and just seeing my day, seeing the shift, hearing what I've got to say? Let me know, because sometimes I worry that I don't have anything to make a video about, when in reality people just want to see whatever happens during my day. Yeah, should have known this was going to happen. Although this bit of road has just gone to yellow, it was red a minute ago. But yeah, just got some fairly typical Bridgewater rush hour traffic to sit in for a few minutes. It's the only problem with this this block, 3:45 until 5:15. Even if it's a really short one, you do find you get stuck in that evening rush hour. Although I will say, in general, I find you don't get sent as far out. I don't know if Amazon do take into account like time of day and traffic and stuff, but it seems like they may do. All right, thank you. Just under 2 miles to the last drop, which is good news. It is 10 to 5 though. We're going to be pushing it if we want to get back to Taunton before the end of the block, which obviously isn't what Amazon guarantee. They don't guarantee anything, but they tend to time the block so that you'll always be done with your last delivery within your block time. At least that's the idea. But I'm not convinced it includes a trip back. Some people say it does, some people say it doesn't. I don't really know what to believe, but from my own personal experience, I would say it does not. I think sometimes you just get lucky and you get a shorter route because they didn't have enough deliveries for you to have. But, I mean, it's fine. Normally, if you work at a good speed and things go your way, you tend to be able to get back anyway. More often than not, it sort of works out in your favour, so I'm not complaining, but yeah, we're probably going to end up getting back slightly after 5:15. Yeah, what I'll do is I will drive back to Morrison's and we'll do our numbers from there. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know I do like to do my numbers calculations based on a depot to depot trip, even if you don't have anything to return and therefore don't technically need to go back to the depot. It just helps keep all of our numbers consistent and reliable. So that's what we'll do after this drop. Head back there, run the numbers down, have a look at what we've made this afternoon. So I think it's going to have been okay. Not the best couple of Morrison's blocks we've ever had. First one was fairly heavy on distance, and this one pretty heavy on time taken. But like I always say, with logistics blocks and Morrison's blocks, it's all about your average. You shouldn't focus on one bad block or one amazing block and draw kind of all your conclusions about it from that. All right, I think we're here. All right. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Have a good weekend. Cheers, mate. Second and final block of the afternoon done. So I'm now facing, by the looks of it, oh, that's rough, 29 minutes home. Means we're going to be arriving 24 minutes past 5, so a little bit after the end of the block, but I don't think it should hurt our numbers too much. I think we've done okay, so let's get ourselves back to Morrison's for the rundown. All right, guys, I've run the numbers down. The traffic coming off the motorway into Taunton was actually really bad, so it added about 5 minutes onto the return trip then. And what I'll do is I'll just cut to the chase and I'll say that my profit per hour after expenses, combining those two blocks today, was £15.13. So that's pretty good, considering that it was a fairly average couple of blocks, nothing too crazy in terms of getting super lucky or anything like that. And actually the distance on the second one was higher than I thought. It was about even with the first one. So, but still, having considered that, £15.13 an hour after expenses is okay. But yeah, overall I'd say for my first double Morrison's block in a while, nothing's really changed that much. It's still a good earner. Yeah, just a shame that it's harder now to get the two in a day. Can still get one, but one block's only £28.50 before expenses, and you kind of, it's just not that much money. It doesn't eat into the amount of food delivery I need to do to make up the rest of my daily target. It would be amazing if once again I could regularly get these two blocks. Maybe I just need to check the app more often, but at a certain point you have to ask yourself, am I just going to be a slave to the Amazon Flex app and refresh it every 5 minutes all day every day, or do you just take what you can get? I'm on it enough. Do you know what I mean? If I'm out working, I'll be refreshing it every 20 minutes, every half an hour, just in between like food delivery drops. I'll check Amazon Flex. But yeah, isn't what it used to be in terms of availability of the blocks, but good to know that when I do get it, earnings wise, it's still pretty good. Thank you guys for watching and putting up with my terrible voice and my under the weatherness. I'll be back feeling 100% soon, and we'll crack out some more videos very, very soon. Thanks for watching as always, guys. Catch you in the next one.